Should he take 150 or 100,000 out of his IRA? Will it make a difference? We're going to dive into that here today. So I just got off the horn with the guy, my man Chris. We'll call him Chris. What should we call him? Chris, who likes to kiss. There we go. He likes to kiss the ladies. All right. He's crushing. Just a legend. Love these guys. And just so fun to deal with these people, man, because they just get it. They get it. Anyway, so I was working with this guy, and he's got 3 real estate properties, rentals, just no debt at all. He's like, look, man, I don't spend that much money. He's single, he's divorced, but he's got some kids, and he wants to leave tax-free income to his kids. So he's thinking, should I do Roth IRA conversions, whatnot? And we're diving into it. I think he's 62, 63. And I'm just saying, we're just crunching the numbers. And I'll tell you what we kind of came up with, man. It's amazing. We're just kind of playing these numbers back and forth. It's kind of like when you're in the military. I was never in artillery because I like the ladies, so I was in the infantry. But, we'd have these forward observers and these artillery people. What they'd do would be assigned to a unit, an infantry unit. Forward observers, that's a tough gig, by the way. And mortar guys and stuff. And what you do is you have your target right here, all right? And so you'd kind of go over the target. So here you are. There you are. You go over the target. You go under the target, over the target, under the target. You just keep doing that. It's called bracketing until you finally hit the target. All right. So for me, because I wasn't a mortar guy, but if you gave me a mortar round, I'd put it like way over here. My mortar shell would be like way up there, and probably land on my parents, not my parents, my kids or something like that, because that's how poor of a soldier I was. But anyway, that's how it works. So when we're kind of messing around with this stuff, we're just going back and forth till we get spot on. Remember, these are always fluid. We can always change and adjust if the situation dictates. I can't stress that enough. A lot of people want this plan like it's a solid plan today and it'll never change. That's not the way it works, dude. It changes all the time. So let's dive into some numbers with my man Chris. Chris, who likes to kiss. I got the Chamber Brothers. Time has come today on the behind me, dude. It's freaking, man. People say we don't make the music like we used to. We do. There's a lot of good, heavy hippie type of bands, modern era. I tell you, man, just tons of good. If you like that hippie music from the days gone by, you know what I'm saying? There's tons of good guys out there crushing with good music. It's fantastic. I love it. Big fan, long time. Anyway, look at these guys. These guys are crushing. Look at this guy. I always wonder how they got the one white guy. How'd they get the one white guy in there? I don't know. I'd like to hear the history of the Chamber Brothers. Yeah, like listen right here. Sam Samara Blues Experiment. You can see what I'm listening to right there. Oh, it's fantastic. Asteroid. I got a mix with Master Plan, Van Morrison, Black Sabbath. Yeah, I'm very eclectic in my choices. Rare Earth in there. Kicks, Cold Showers, a good song. Green. I don't like the Outlaws. That never did anything for me. I don't listen to these. It's just in my playlist here. I Hated the Day I Was Born by John Lee Hooker. Look at that. He's in my playlist. Long John Baldry, not sure with him. Yeah, wait, Twisted Sister, what the hell's that in my playlist? I don't know what all these guys. Oh, dude, Atomic Bitch Wax, freaking fantastic. Next step up. All right, anyway, there you go. Would you get to the video? No, I won't. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to show you cash value. So what we're showing here, we're going to come back to, I want to kind of hang tight right there. All right, so we're going to show you right here, if this will show up. We got Chris. We got two opportunities here. We're going to do $150,000 IRA distributions right here in the proposed plan. $100,000 IRA distributions in the current plan. All right, it's because he needs money to live on. So let me show you what I'm talking about. He's got to live. He needs some money to live on. He's not on Social Security yet, so we're going to show you cash flows right here, current. So for he doesn't have any money coming. Now, he's got some rental income right here, other inflows, and he's going to sell his house and move to a different state right here. But he doesn't have any money coming in. So he needs, basically, when all is said and done, $200,000 here. That's way too high. When that includes, actually, $150,000 before taxes. He's not going to spend that kind of scratch. We're kind of messing around with that. So he's got no money coming in. He's got $57,000 a year from rental income. That's net, by the way, the best annuity money can buy. But he's going to spend with taxes $199,000. So he's got 57 coming in. He's going to need basically 200,000. So he's going to take 150,000 out of his IRA, and he'll have to pay $43,000 of income tax on that. All right. So basically, when all said and done, he's spending $200,000 a year. Again, he's got He's going to take Social Security at 65, so he's going to have about $70,000 coming in this first year. But he's going to take $150,000 out of his IRA. He's going to have to pay some taxes on that money right here. So you can see how that works, right? I hope so. His total taxes, if he does that, is going to be about $755,000 over the time of his when he dies. So he's going to pay about $755,000 of taxes totally on $4.7 million of income. All right. So what we're going to, so again, keep that in the back of your mind, $755,000 on 4.793 of income. So his effective tax rate will be, time has come today. That's a whole second. Time has come today. It's going to be right here. His effect, look at that. Basically 20, so he's taking $150,000 a year, basically 20% effective tax rate. He's in a no state income tax place. And then his IRA will be exhausted right here. Right? So there's basically no RMDs. He's paying less than 10% effective tax rate. And the only reason he's paying that is because his rentals. Man, it's just such a sweet, sweet thing in my opinion. Check this out. If we don't do that, we go to cash flows proposed, right there, proposed, where he's only taking $100,000 a year out. All right, so he's paying, basically he's got the same kind of thing scenario here. He's got $10,000 from Social Security, roughly $60,000 from his rental income. So he's got $60,000 coming in, but he needs $155,000. So he's going to take another $100,000 from his IRA. His taxes are $30,000 as opposed to what they were before, and he's going to end up paying $804,000 of tax. So his total tax payments will be $804,000. And again, I can't remember what it was. $804,000 compared to cash value current. $804,000 compared to $755,000, I think. Yeah, $755,000. So let's save about $50,000 of taxes by taking more out. Let's say about $50,000 of taxes by taking more out, just FYI. Now watch what happens when he, right there, by taking more on the front end. All right, but if he only takes $100,000 out, he's basically between the 15 and 20% effective tax rate, essentially for the rest of his life, until he hits 83, then he's going to be dead at 85, if he even survives that long. So a lot of similarities there. Right? So I mean, basically the question is, do you want to have RMDs or not? Do you want to make sure you leave your kids to a bunch of tax-free money, because they'll inherit the rental properties, and if he depreciates them as much as he possibly can, they'll inherit them completely tax-free. Pretty good strategy, man. Depreciate those suckers where he has no cost basis. He dies, his kids get the rental income tax-free. They don't have to take mandatory distributions or anything like that, like an IRA or even a Roth. They don't have to exhaust it within 10 years. It's completely tax-free. And they get the best annuity money could buy, because he's getting essentially a 10% yield to cost on those rental properties. So I mean, I get this question all the time. My rental property's gone up by $300,000. Should I sell it? And I said, what are you going to do with it, man? And I'll buy dividend stock. Your dividend stock isn't going to give you anywhere near the stability or even the safety as a rental property. It just won't, man, because your dividend stock, the yield is what, 3%? Right now, your yield on your rental is 5%, and the yield to cost like 8, 9. Yield to cost just means how much am I getting as an income stream relative to how much I actually paid for it. That's yield to cost. And if you buy your rental, like this guy's buying rentals in 2011, 12, guy's just a smart dude, man. He's just a legend. And it's fantastic. So I'm like, yeah, don't ever sell those puppies. Give them to your kids, let them, I mean, it's a pain. Look, and this is net, he's making net profits. Right? He's only clocking $8,000-9,000 a year. That's still $8,000-9,000 a year, dude. It ain't too shabby. And he can raise rents and all that stuff. Obviously, property taxes go up, but he has no debt. It's like, you're not going to be able to find a better investment, in my opinion, than what you already own. All right, let's keep going here. So again, he can do the $100,000 as opposed to $150,000, and he's going to carry about a 15 to 20% effective tax rate for the rest of his life. Still not bad when you factor in his cash flows here. Let's see, cash flow current. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's $43,000 of taxes on a $150,000 IRA distribution. That's $200,000 of income. He's paying $43,000 of tax. So that's $43,000 on $200,000 of income divided by 200. That's a 21.5% effective tax rate. But that'll be gone. Look at this. Now we're at $50,000 of income on $50,000 of taxes on $243,000 of income when Social Security kicks in. So 50 divided by 243 is effective tax rate down to 20. And then his effective tax rate I already showed you to be like 5 once the IRA is exhausted. Oh, by the way, how much is he going to leave to his kids? Ending value current. He's going to leave to his kids, watch this, Um, it's all right here. 1.699 million completely tax free. 1.699 million completely tax free because it's all in a brokerage account. His kid's going to inherit that tax free. How much is he going to leave if he? I did the wrong thing. Pause it. Leave 1.823 million tax free if he does less, taking $100,000 out as opposed to 150. He'll leave less, more income or more investment accounts if he takes 100,000 as opposed to 150. But he's going to save 50,000 in there. So I actually like the 150 as opposed to 100 because I just like getting the IRS off me. I don't want to have the IRS breathing down my neck. That's just me. And we don't have to make this decision today for the rest of his life. But I just showed you. So anyway, that's the challenge. Like, is it better to do 150 or 100? Then you got to think about IRMA stuff too. So watch this. We go to cash flows again. Cash flow because we got to think about IRMA. Don't forget he's going to be in IRMA because he's a single guy. His expenses are $4.147 million, which includes IRMA. If he takes $150,000 out, if he takes $100,000 out, cash right here, cash values proposed. That was right here. His expenses are still going to be 4.157. So it doesn't change much for his IRMA. So again, this is all inclusive, but not much difference for his IRMA payments. Now check this out though. So for me, I'm like, I'd do 150 just because I like getting the money out sooner rather than later. By the way, we don't know if you're going to live to 85. And I'd rather not have to pay the tax man for RMD. He just lived off his brokerage account, all right? Because he has a brokerage account with a lot of unrealized capital gains. So he could take those out and pay basically 15 to 20% for a long-term capital gain. It's going to be 15, maybe even 20% with a 23.8 because he is single. Doubt it, but still, we'll just say 15% long-term capital gain and just allow his IRA to keep going, keep growing and growing and growing. So watch what happens here. We're going to go to cash flows, no distributions. He's just living off his brokerage account. And you can see his taxes are low. He only pays $480,000 of taxes. All right, so he's saving a couple $100,000 for him. He's saving a couple $100,000 of taxes if he just lives off his brokerage account until RMDs kick in. And then RMD is going to be $100,000 a year, so his taxes are going to jump quite a bit. Let's see if I got that here. Ending value, but watch what happens. Now he's going to leave $2.419 million to his kids in a pre-tax account. Now his kids, one's got a master's degree, a graduate degree, another probably doesn't make a huge amount of money, but they each inherited $1.25 million. They got to take that money out within 10 years. So they're immediately going to be at $125,000, whatever their income is, right out the gate when he dies. So we're just assume that's a 25% effective tax rate because they're going to be probably in a 12% tax bracket. You had 125, so could probably put them 22, 25, something like that. We don't know. But then you got your state too. So of that 2.5 million, they're going to lose minus 25%. They're going to lose $625,000 right there. So they'll be left with 1.875 million. And what does that do to other things? I don't know. But they're going to be that's on top of just so they're going to be left with 1.875 million as opposed to right there 2.4 million. Now this will be tax free and that will be tax free, but so he'll save taxes, but his kids are going to pay it. Is it worth to do? I don't think so. I think I'd much rather he's look, dude, he's a single guy. He can travel light if he needs. For me, I'm like, dude, I would pay the tax man. I just would. I would rather have the tax man behind me. I don't think 2028 is going to come around. I don't think the Republicans going to win. Everyone's like Republican wave. It just wasn't a Republican wave. It was a Trump wave. I don't think the Republicans have what it takes to keep the Trump mania going wild. They just don't. Look at Susan Stupid Collins, Lisa Murkowski, a couple of senators from Oklahoma of all places. Why are the left-wing senators in Oklahoma? Left-wing senators in Utah, the stupid governor there. There's enough anti-Trumpers in the Republican Party that they're going to hurt the Trump agenda and they're going to turn a lot of people off. I'm just telling you right now. So in 2028, the Democrats are going to come back strong and they're going to be raising taxes like a mofo. And you think IRMA taxes aren't going up? IRMA premium credits? You think income tax aren't going up? If you're a single guy with $250,000 of income, hey, when you're in retirement, you think you're not going to pay more than 22%? I think you're wrong. I'd rather pay the tax man now and get him behind me. That's just me. It doesn't mean it has to be you. So check this. Doesn't do distributions. You can see he's only paying less than a 10% effective tax rate until RMDs kick in. And then he's paying 16. Not a huge tax rate, mind you. value, but it's still 16%. Look at that, 16%. And then we're going to go over here, and what that does is it leaves him more money when he dies, 2.2 million bucks as opposed to 1.3. But again, they're going to lose 600,000 there. And that's assuming today's tax rates stay the same. I just don't think they will. So anyway, I think at the end of the day, it's pretty much a wash between these two. Pretty much a wash. I would rather, if it's a wash, I'd rather pay the tax now and be done with it. Last thing I'll show you here. Here's his total healthcare cost. And you can see at RMD is only 10,000 bucks, which makes sense. His Medicare Part B, Part D supplement is roughly the same. Watch what happens. Oh, it went up 50% in 5 years. Why? Because now he's under IRMA. Another 33% in 5 more years. So it basically doubled right there from 2036 to 2080 to 2045. All right, so it went up 7.2% in those times because his IRMA's kicking in. All right, what's going on here? Anyway, so I'm not sure if it's recorded me or not. I can't see my face. But anyway, so I'm only giving him a 5.5% inflation on healthcare, but yet his IRMA's kicking in to the extent of 7.2% increase annually. So it's going up by almost a factor of 200 basis points above what I'm using for healthcare. Yeah, I don't know, man. So again, there's no right or wrong answer here, but for me, I'm freaking taking the distributions now. Absolutely, as opposed to doing it later on. And I'm certainly not living on my brokerage account. I want to leave my brokerage account to my kids tax-free. I want to get my IRA down, leave my rental properties to my kids tax-free. And I'm going to take 150,000 as opposed to 100, just so I don't have any RMDs. Anyway, love your thoughts. I hope this worked because I don't see my face right now, so I'm not sure if I screwed something up. All right, God bless. We'll see you. Don't forget to paw the like button.